All right, morning and welcome. We are here for the final Season 3.5 Friday Weekly. Joining me on comms today is Pierogi. Welcome.
Morning.
Yeah, and today for this final weekly race, we have two of the best. I don't think there's any doubt about that. Charles versus Mumbo Token. I thought this would be a good one to throw on because I found out that Charles is a very interesting Trough and Scoff portal image. I'm not sure if it's going to still be like that for this race, but if it is, it'll be a good one, and you'll see why I picked Mumbo versus Charles specifically. Have you seen it?
I have not.
Okay, well, you'll see it soon.
Like.
Oh yeah, definitely, for sure. All right, let's switch over to the race room right away, and here we go. We currently have Lanky, Chunky, and then oops, all tiny moves.
Well, we got something for the end game ready already, so there's that.
Yeah. I don't think we're gonna have any issues finding things for the end game, that's for sure. You feel like you gotta hope that you'll have some kind of tiny end game at the very least, as far as like bosses go, but we'll see what happens. But yeah, Nintendo Sarah made the seed, as you can obviously see, and she loves Tiny Kong. So that being said, it was a little late starting, so let's go ahead and go. Oh, I have the audio icon on the wrong side. Thank you very much for telling me. Let me fix. All right, now we should be set. Nintendo Sarah ready to go. All right, well, we have people in here I can see in the chat for a Slam Casino. So I hope everyone's ready for that. Press Charles stream quick, and we should be off shortly. And bam. All right, we have Chunky Kong. Where are we going? This is basically a tie here. We are going into level 2 Galleon.
Not any people's favorite generally, but
yeah, especially without diving. Meanwhile, we have a 6 gold banana start. This is not going to be a good starting level. Main aisle final DK. Okay. So DK phase is now a known final phase here. That only requires one move, obviously.
Sometimes that one move could be...
Yeah, this could be V-Blast right here. Okay, well, hint solved. Wrap it up. Seed's over. There we go. Good job, everyone. Great final race. You know, I know that was a nice thing to see, but like at the same time, you know Sarah is not going to be happy making this kind of scene. There's got to be something devious in here, you know, something a little bit more suspicious, right? It can't be that easy.
Sure hope not. I don't think anyone would enjoy that quite as much as what they're hoping for here.
Mumbo and Charles are basically mimicking each other's movements here. Forest.
Rocky and Galleon.
Alright, so Forest is enterable with 2 golden bananas. Alright, this is almost certainly going to be a minecart check here.
Gotta check the minecart early. Under this kind of circumstance, yeah.
right, we are in. What do we got?
Blueprint.
A blueprint. It clearly means we're going to be seeing this.
Come on, pour the pan. Nope. Okay.
I'm not sure if that was a mistake or not, but he exited the aisles. Yeah, I think that was a mistake. He's going back. Oh, no. I'm sure Charles will have a great time when I tell him about that accident. Regardless, we will see how Mumbo does with that accident here. It is only the beginning of the race, so like there's not really too much difference even with that accident.
Yeah, I don't see that on its own being really anything.
We have a lanky DK. Alright, DK is used for a lot. 4 shops key 4. Now, with 4 shops key 4, that could either be really good or really bad, depending on which shop that's on.
Yeah, we might just see this in a moment, and we might never see it, basically. Well, eventually, but... 50-50 shot how free 4 is.
Charles doing a good job checking some. Well, obviously he can't get these checks, but like clearing these out early is going to be nice. He's got a decent amount of money here. We do know that we potentially have a early key 4 here that can be bought in either Cranky Shop or a potential late key 4 in Funky's. What's the damage
right
so
there?
far? Sarah made the seed too easy. Alright, so Charles didn't actually check the shop, which is pretty typical for this forest art, especially when you don't have Diddy or Rocket Barrel. We'll see if Mumbo follows the same route here. Nice little trick that you can do by backflipping up as any Kong, you can get to the second level with this splat.
Oh, that's any Kong can do that. I was not aware. Yep. Looks like Mumbo will show us what we got here. Oh, it's a...
Yeah,
is
pretty obvious.
Yeah.
I hope it's key 4. If it's not key 4, I'm going to be a little concerned. Oh, it's 8! It's 8! Oh my gosh. Well, you gotta climb up
free
now.
as we were thinking for a second.
Yeah, there's 3 chunky coins at the top of the tree here. Charles not checking that key is going to pay out for him as he's climbing the tree anyway. Mumbo, meantime, checked the key. It was too expensive. Now he has to climb all the way up and go all the way back down.
Nice starting with Chunky and needing to climb Mushroom there. Just a free medal on the way. Peanuts?
All right. Well, Peanuts is going to be on Chunky Metal.
Okay. Take a good look at that. Trough and Scoff. Was that the one you were telling me about, though?
Yeah, I think I just missed it.
Yeah.
But Charles has called Mumbo a boss checker. We'll leave it at that. Alright, so now Charles does have enough money. We are going to be at key 4 here. That means we have level 5 access. Technically, Charles could go into Galleon, but like, do you really want to go into Galleon without Diddy, without Peanuts, without diving? Not very attractive. Almost certainly going to be a check to see if you can get into level 5 or not first. Charles is the first one out. Expected. We're gonna see level 3 right away.
Level 5, you mean?
Yeah, level 5, right.
Yeah.
Key 2, key 4, same thing, you know.
Yeah, close enough.
Oh, and there's another key.
A key?
Level 5, or key 5, key 2, key 6. All right, there we go. This is factory level 5. I missed what was on the golden banana count. It is 6.
Pretty shit.
All right, it is 6 to enter factory as well. This is an easy one to enter.
Nice little testing start.
Oh my goodness. That is a really fast Diddy as well.
Is that just going to be that way of the horde that we saw a moment ago?
Perhaps. Well, that is not the way of the horde. So we know factory has something now too. Probably gonna see Mumbo retracing Charles' footsteps here for a little bit since he's a little bit behind on movement.
Yep, he's on his way to his key 6 in factory.
All right, nothing there. All right, so we are moving. Factory's pretty straightforward. Like, once you determine where you enter, it's pretty straightforward. You always like to start in like the upper half, because if you start on the bottom, you're walking all the way up. It's no fun.
Yeah, especially where you're starting here. Like, it's why not?
All right, we got a new hint here. What do we got? Jape's Diddy, top of mountain is Wave the Horde. So we now know that Peanut's going to be required for that.
We already found Peanuts due to, you know, the pretty nice thing just down the way.
Ooh, we have a hot prediction in chat. Oh my god, someone's in a cage! Someone's in a cage!
Tiny in a cage?
We have, this is a French vanilla spawn, everyone. We have Tiny Kong in the chunky free Kong location.
Can't get it yet, though.
Nope. What's this potion?
Okay.
Some kind of this is required, remember. Logically required. Alright, it is diving.
Okay, suddenly Galleon's looking just a little bit nicer.
Oh, absolutely.
We have peanut access, we have like there's everything you could want.
A foolish game.
They like to see a foolish game.
Really? I love to see it when I'm not playing. That just means more entertainment.
Oh, I said they like it. I didn't say I liked it.
Okay. Okay. So we do need we need Lanky in order to free this Kong.
Yeah, we have Lanky. We just don't have the Slam yet.
There is, so we've seen now 2 Prime Punch lock checks in this area.
That was the Foolish Shipyard Outskirts.
Foolish Shipyard Outskirts, both the dirt and the bonus barrel behind Prime Punch had items, so like there's even more stuff to find here.
Yeah.
Really gotta hope you find Prime Punch at some point. Big sad. All right, we are going into production now. Remember, this is like we've seen with the Lanky switch. You can't do much of the production steps because they are slam locked.
Pretty free. Check back here though, and then you got the splat, so there is that.
All right, we are going to see what we have potentially at the top of factory. Oh!
Okay, so there's Tiny.
All right. Well, there we go.
And also this.
You know, I recall a recent seed where there was some unhinted item on Diddy's factory medal a little bit ago.
I just can't believe that.
Yeah, it looks like Charles immediately turning around. I hope, and you want to hope, that Mumbo has enough bananas to get it as well.
If he climbed Diddy's tower, it's effectively free. I missed if he did that or not, though.
We'll find out if he gets his banana. There's another item?
What?
Oh my goodness.
I mean, that's good for utility, but yeah.
Oh no, Mumbo doesn't have it. He missed a bunch. He's not gonna get it. Oh no, this could be a disaster for Mumbo. What the heck?
Up and Mumbo's just gonna leave.
Oh, this just flat out might be over for Mumbo. Like missing out. Well, not necessarily.
I mean, you never know. There might be another basically free slam somewhere. But I mean, he then still have to go back into factory. So there is that.
Yeah.
But you never know. There could be some casino somewhere still, equalizing everything. Sure, chat wants to see the casino.
Oh, that monkey means he's not going back to factory for a while. He has multiple level access.
Yeah.
Because he has diving, he's going to access level 3 and 4. Oh, man.
If he finds the other slam, he's gonna be pretty upset being told where that one was.
So you need Slam 2 to free Tiny Kong because it's a vanilla chunky free has Tiny Kong. It is French vanilla. Oh no, Mumbo fell! That might have been intentional, actually.
I mean, there was a banana at the top of Lanky.
Nope, he's going back up. All right, now they both have. Now we have ammo for both of them. I believe we recently saw... Okay, Lighthouse Key 5.
Glad you caught that. Went away a little
Isle
quick on me.
Shops Key 2.
Which Mumbo already got.
Now, I think we also saw a hint for Forest Chunky Metal. Obviously, we already got that. I missed how much Castle was. Presuming he couldn't get it, though, for obvious reasons. It was 57. Well, not going back.
Not gonna see Castle for a while.
Might be a good thing. Or maybe we won't see it at all.
Probably be ideal from their view.
Galleon spits you out right at Kevin.
Yeah.
And gives you Chippy Charge right away. Now, remember...
Question, does that lead to Key 5?
Yeah, we might see... We might see Key 5 be somewhere else, but that's interesting if that's going to point to Key 5.
Yeah.
So it looks like Charles is probably I think Charles is planning to end grabbing Chunky's 5 bananas on the level or the warp 3 and then leaving. That seems like the most likely pathing here. Is to be able to get 5 tiny bananas right in this path and then head to the chunky bananas and then be done. That's what I'm guessing is going to happen.
Yeah, wrapping around, grabbing Tiny's metal quick. Yep, and then back to Chunky's. And understandably, Mumbo's lowering the wire right away.
Yeah, when you have Chunky, like, there's no reason not to.
Yeah. And Galleon hint.
Oh,
we like that one.
No,
well, they do at
Trough
least. We
and
don't.
Scoff today. Very sad. Now, there's a lot of places to check in Galleon. I think it's more than likely at this point that DK is just in the treasure room. More than likely, like, obviously there's like several checks there, but it could be on something else. We don't know yet. It definitely won't be on outskirts, so we can probably rule out the submarine. But other than that, all other checks are live.
Yeah, I mean, Hype Chest is like most likely, but not guaranteed yet.
All right, and Mermaid as well. Good call out.
Yeah, Mermaid would be probably the most interesting spot to find it. Find the DK.
You know, it's going to be interesting to see, like, obviously not getting Lanky now, at least initially appears to be, like, a big loss for Mumbo, but it's definitely possible that Mumbo ends up skipping a bunch of checks for Tiny that ends up, like, saving him time at the end. Obviously, if DK is early on and like, we have access to the treasure room right now, that's probably not going to be the case, but you never know. It's a randomizer.
Yeah. So with these two, it's coin flip is good as possibility as any here. Vector.
All right, well, now he knows.
Yeah, Vector did mail away the horde, so either that unlocks the other one, or just as likely, if not more.
I'm guessing Mumbo is going to finish up at the Cactus Kasplat and then leave.
Yeah.
But that is very good news for Mumbo, because now he has the information. It sucks that he has to go back, but he has the information.
Yeah. And he's so close to Diddy Smell that it won't take him that long.
So far, this is looking like I don't want to say it, but I'm saying it anyway. This looks like a pretty free seed. We don't really have many like hints in terms of the other Kongs that we need for the final fight, but at the same time, like we would have seen like hints by now if there was like Gigapath somewhere. So like you get the feeling that this is going to be a pretty quick seed, at least initially.
Question is, will something come up still?
That's why we always keep watching these, right? You never know.
Yeah.
Yeah, Charles is gonna head straight into the treasure room here. No doubts about that one. Not even gonna check the shops.
Yeah, understandable. Mechfish is
Revan really wants Mechfish to work, let me tell ya.
But unfortunately, Outskirts foolish.
Alright. After Chunky Barrel by Arcade. Are we going to have all Kongs in 25 minutes? All right, 2 checked, 3 more to go. Not metals.
Yeah, they're not grabbing those.
There he is!
There he is!
25-minute family. Bet you never expected that. All right, we have a family at 25 minutes. Very well. Oh, and we have another move in here.
What have we there?
Okay, well, maybe it's useful. Oh, you missed that one? Oh, no, dude.
Well, peace after Tiny now.
Yep. I think he's trying... Where is he going? Maybe he's taking Warp 1 down. I think that's the most likely play.
Yeah, with how far he's gone at this point. Or if he didn't tag the 5 by Arcade, and that's what happened.
Yeah. Still no Primate Punch, though. Like, that seems to be a big part of the seed, but we don't know where it is. At least not yet. Ponytail Twirl is acquired here. Now Mumbo is going to go ahead and check Factory Room. My guess is that Mumbo probably feels, like, bad about that because, like, there was a pretty easy 45 for Diddy in this based on, like, your entrance and whatnot. So, like, he definitely feels behind at this point, so I wonder if we'll see him try to take some shortcuts here as the seed progresses. Yeah, and Charles is grabbing all of his hints now. Still nothing of use or value for him, at least as of right now. You know, if that... Okay, never mind. I thought Mumbo was gonna do something else. But it looks like we're going for a climb here. Dang, I feel like the chat is really grasping its strongs for cooks now because of how easy,
Yeah.
haha, I said it, the seed is.
Can't blame them.
Not at all.
Understandably, tiny 5-door here. 2 pretty quick checks in 1 there.
Oh, we're not getting that, that's for sure.
Now, unless you're really desperate for a refill, which they're not.
Now we're going to be seeing a key to grab by Charles. And we already know Castle is one of them when we're definitely not getting in there. I believe Aztec was the other one.
Yeah, and I missed what Aztec costed as well there.
Mumbo is going to pause exit, not exit to aisles here. I think he wants to get... Okay, never mind. Thought he was going to go for, like, the Aztec roof or something. But instead, it looks like he's going to go ahead and do monkey port.
Very free right now, given Tiny was found.
Oh, it's 35. Dang.
35 Aztec. Yeah, some pretty high levels going there. Right, 35 isn't that bad, but...
Well, considering they have like 20-ish range, that's a pretty steep hike. Mumbo is checking ferry. Now, I feel like we've had a decent chunk of ferries. I think there was like 2 that showed up.
There's a pearl.
Oh my gosh, there's a pearl. That cook actually might be real. Get the fairy queen for a pearl, then go back into Galleon for the mermaid check to get something you need to progress.
Come on, for the... Let's get this. It would be great to see that right now.
So it looks like we're gonna have a little bit of a bottleneck here. The next couple levels do need a lot more golden bananas. Aztec only about 13 out for both players, so it's not horrible, but like they have to work for this.
Yeah, in terms of GBs as well, they are incredibly close, so... Anyone's game on that count as well. Is that T5?
Oh, okay. I guess there is no bottleneck. The bottleneck was fake news.
Wow.
All right.
So I'm just kind of gonna... Yeah. I'll keep a note of that. Jim Charge was there too, versus just clearing that.
And I mean, to be fair, that was basically hinted, so... Caves. Asset crate near Gong Tower. Alright, so level 7 is caves. And it's only 18. This could be the next progression. It looks like Charles is going to enter. We're going to opt to not do key 6. Meanwhile, oh no, Mumbo did not find bongos on mermaids. Sorry to the massive brain cooking chat.
Mumbo's not checking Lighthouse there right away, at least. Oh wait, he doesn't have DK yet. Never mind.
Yeah, he's gotta get DK first, and I mean, he's going straight there.
I forgot he didn't have that yet.
He's gonna have a lot of fun when he sees that room, or maybe he won't. He'll probably be sad that he missed out on Tiny Kong for a bit.
Free trick for a hit there. Yeah.
Caves dirt. Isles cave.
Hit.
Yeah, Isles caves dirt is not very helpful. Oh, there's Castle.
Castle CBs to 8 and Lanky phase, it said, right?
Yeah, that is unfortunate. That is not a good one because now you need 57 just to get in there, and it could be on like a really scary metal like Chunkies, which we don't have any moves for yet.
Yep. However, the fact at least 8 and Lanky, I'm guessing that's going to end up being Trombone.
That seems like the most likely thing. You do need Trombone for Key 8, and you need Trombone for the Lanky phase.
Yep.
It'd be very odd if that wasn't it, but like we've seen some weird things in DK Rando, so we'll find out.
Yeah. Could be Barrels locking Trombone even, that'd be interesting.
So unfortunately, Mumbo left without Key 5, so we are going back into Forest.
Trying to wonder what he's thinking for this. Oh, switching to night, that makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, what is he going to be doing here?
Yeah, switching it to night makes sense at least.
Yeah, obviously we're checking Night Mills.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, we have Rocket Barrel? Nope, Simian Spring. Alright, well, not sure how useful that will be, but we have it. Meanwhile, on the other side, Mumbo's doing a Simian Spring skip. Yo, the third melon. Clearly a guaranteed win by Charles because of that.
That'll make all the difference. Understandably, Thornvine coming up here.
Alright, nothing terribly interesting in caves. I know we got a Diddy move, but like, what? Simian Springs never does much for us, I feel like. Unless we need it, then it's like super buried in the seed, of course, because that's what always happens.
There's okay.
That's a good find. Barrel throw in the Mills area.
Required.
Because it has Lanky phase, we know we need it. Now, that's not in a terribly hard spot, so I feel like Charles will come back here eventually, or maybe it'll be hinted, but like, that basically all but guarantees that Trombone is what's on Castle Colored Bananas at this point.
Yeah, or, again, something that leads to it.
Yeah, and like we've been saying, Mumbo probably thinks he's behind, so like, at this point he's hoping he never sees a hint for the barrels. And meanwhile, we have another in here. I think if this ends up being like Primate Punch or something, this is really going to put Mumbo back in it.
Fines. Ooh. Is that the one that
well,
could
that
directly be
is
skipped,
extremely unfortunate.
Yeah, I don't remember if that's one that could theoretically be skipped, but it's
Whoa, we have a chunky
Galleon.
Galleon chunky 5-door ship. That is not a good one because now you don't have triangle. Mumbo is coming back into Galleon here, so maybe we'll see him get key 5 now. Japes is level 6. Chesapeake become Grand Mausoleum. Japes 23, so we can go in there. Now, we can get one item in here guaranteed, and that's going to be on Diddy's top of mountain we know was hinted.
Yeah, and Aztec will... Looks like it'll be pretty easy to get into after this, too.
Key 5 acquired by Mumbo. He's going to now check out caves and japes as well. Yeah, not really too much in terms of items at the moment, but at least we're getting golden bananas. So the seed has been going pretty dang fast. However, we still don't know where Vines is, and that's a pretty big deal. But I still think we have a lot of seed to go before we like determine anything bad about it. But I did curse it, so maybe we're just screwed anyway.
Nice little skip into there for 2 quick checks in one.
What is this picture?
I'm not quite sure what that picture is.
Well, it's gone now.
Yep.
And there's Baboon Balloon. Hooray! Everyone needs a Baboon Balloon.
There's Hunky.
I'm pretty sure someone cursed Hunky being in an easy spot by saying Hunky was going to be a casino. And you know what? Maybe it is a casino and we don't know it yet.
All things considered, not a bad casino, but...
Well, we don't even know if we need it yet.
Yeah.
I get the feeling we don't need it because like there's so many chunky moves you need to fight K. Rool. Like I feel like we would have seen one by now. See a hint, I mean. R&D is one potion. That could mean many things. Cabin's foolish. Cabins is a nice big area, and it's really good to see that one done. Now, Charles does not have barrel throw. He cannot check the cave. That's going to be an advantage when Mumbo gets in.
Not much longer we'll get to see top of the mountain. I really wonder what's going to end up being there.
I think that's going to definitely shape how the next part of the seed plays.
Yeah. Well, there's gone.
That was also in a pretty easy spot.
If we do have K Rool, chunky K Rool, which not overly likely, but it's not going to seeming like it'll be that horrible to deal with.
Yeah, I don't. Now that we have some more chunky news, I'm not as concerned, especially considering we do need Primate Punch for stuff. I feel like it's not going to be that bad. Alright, we're going to see what it is shortly. Alright, it's green. This is looking like Primate Punch, but maybe it's not.
I'm going to call Triangle, and then Punch is going to be in the 5-door ship.
That's a good cook. I think that's likely as well. It is in fact Triangle. Okay, we can go to the 5-door ship now. Yeah, Pineapple would have been a fun one. Not for the racers, but it would have been a fun one.
Hey, it could still be in the 5-door ship as well.
Otherwise, key 6, they already got it.
Nice little movement by Charles getting that hack up top for DK's medal.
Yeah, this was a pretty easy call here. We're going to go back into Galleon, and I think we're likely going to be going into ASIC after this. Just feels like the correct order at this point.
Yeah. Ideally. Oops.
That was a mistake. Maybe Kevin scared him away. We're going to have to lower the water here. Vines is not needed for the DK Rool fight, no. It is needed to enter Helm, however.
Yep. Almost just gonna go right into Aztec.
Which is fine because there is something in here that we know we need.
Yeah. It looks like we're spawning pretty close to that gong tower too, so.
Alright, time to figure out what this is. It is an item. Storage area is 3 potions. Well, we already know Tiny Ponytail throws 1. Oh my god.
And we have another Way of the Horde in that as well.
Oh my god, you see that though? We have 2 required vines barrels. Well, I don't know if the other one's required, but 2 barrels that need vines.
The vines is past more than just key 8, presumably. And as of now, unless it's one of these Way of the Hordes, it's unhinted. I mean, it could also be on the Castle CBs, I guess. That would be interesting to find vines there.
Five-door ship is path to only tiny phase, so now we have all of our Kongs. So I mean, that's gotta be Feather at this point. All right, we are heading over to that crate. Let's see what we get. All right.
There's key 7.
And I mean, we did need that.
Yeah. So all the keys have been pretty simple to get.
Very useful strat by Mumbo on the right there, using the tower after it's raised up to get the bananas.
Yeah, I really like that movement.
Yeah, at this point, I feel like that we don't have really any leads now, so hitting up those hint doors are going to be really good. But like, I guess if I was playing this, I would just be pushing 57 gold bananas getting to castle, because we do know there is something in there, the castle crate, that we can get that is potentially something we need. Wait, we have gone.
Yeah, the only thing... Well... Yeah, the only thing keeping us from Helm entry, at least, is just vines.
I'm looking at Charles' tracker, and I think he actually can enter castle if he just dumps after finishing up Aztec here.
Yeah, that's my count as well.
Oh my god, it's the bean. Beans, yeah. Bean lovers stay winning. Oh, and there's a potion right there.
There was a key 7 hit, it looked like.
Yeah, we don't care about that. Oh, it's just O stand.
Yeah. Understandable to grab that first, though.
All right, Mumbo is out, and I presume he's going to be going to Japes. That is correct. Meanwhile, yeah. I get the feeling Charles is just going to dump and then go ahead and go into castle. I feel like that's what he's going to be doing here. That is not it, though. He has done me wrong. He is going back to factory. What are we doing in factory? Or maybe, oh, he's probably
he's just after these quick checks. Well, quick given circumstances, to say the least. Logically difficult, practically easy.
Yo, rare coin. Yeah, this is a dump right here.
Completely understandable. Dump them all, going to castle. Wonder if Punch is going to end up being on the castle sea beast as well. That's an option. Then Storage Arcade Barrel for trombone.
I have found out that emblem on Charles' stream is a football logo.
Huh.
And by football, I mean soccer. Because as an American, that's what it is to me. It is a Swedish professional football club based in a city I can't say. I was curious during the dump and had to look it up.
That's understandable.
All right, to castle we go. I can't say it because I can't speak Swedish, and I'm gonna butcher it.
It's kind of where I was leaning, was most likely there. The physical ability speak, right?
Yeah, this is a physical issue. This isn't like I'm not a fan of the city issue. It's a skill issue, I should say. Jape Shops Key 8. We did get Gorilla Gone in Jape Shops, so that's probably what that was.
In fact, I think that was the only thing we found in shops, wasn't it?
Oh my god, Charles got lost in the maze. What are you doing? This is a top randomizer player, by the way, getting lost in the lanky maze in the greenhouse and castle. Ooh, when is the greenhouse maze layout going to be randomizable? That honestly sounds sick, but I'm not sure how we would do it.
Ask Ballum, he would know how possible it is.
Yeah, if the thing about working with Ballum chat, he'll be like, yeah, I can't really do that. That would take a really long time to do, and then like the next day he'll be like, okay, it's done.
I think I've seen suggestions run like that, actually.
And there it is. The lamb's just like, no. Flat out, nothing, no explanation. No, like, snarkiness. Just no.
That's fair.
Charles made the ascension to the top, and now we are going all the way down, likely to the crypt.
Going to the crypt, we'll get Lanky's metal pre. Up, there's Trombone.
All right, well, there it is.
There goes my fun cook.
Couldn't even be on a fun one for the chat. Boo.
Yeah, I'm sure we all really wanted to see it on Chunky's metal. Yep, there's Mumbo getting gone.
Didn't look like there was anything interesting in the Jape's cave. Oh, we got another potion here. What could this be? Okay, well, there we go.
Okay,
Seed's done.
So, yeah, seed solved.
Well, we still need vines, but that is a pretty big one.
Oh, where's that other flame strength? It flashed away
Just
on
straight in factory.
Oh, just factory?
Yeah, well, it always had factories, so they're just both in
So,
factory.
yeah, it must be flame locked. My cook, because it doesn't really matter here, is going to be the Linky piano.
Yeah, it's gotta be something in R&D. We got hinted there was a potion there.
Yeah, and it has to be flame locked, basically, because
Yep.
I don't think that we're going to be seeing Linky Castle or really anything in games.
I will say, if there is something on DK Barn, that could potentially help Mumbo here. I think that's the only real way Mumbo wins if that ends up being something.
Did that Splat ever get hinted? I don't think I saw it. That Splat not being hinted would also be
No, because like we would have seen a Millicent for sure.
Yeah.
We don't have bongos either, but like we can get that.
Rape?
Uh-oh.
What? Okay, so like
now the seed is throwing the curveballs, chat. The seed's throwing. Oh, and there's the hint. We just jinxed it. Charles is immediately running there. Womp womp. Oh, he is going to factory instead. Interesting. Oh, right, because we have Private Punch, there's 2 potions. Of course he's going to factory. What could Grape be for? Well, Lanky is a Helm Kong, so maybe it's just needed for like a mini game.
Yeah, it was just a way of the horde, not any kind of path, so.
Could this be vines?
Welcome to bonus.
No, not vines mini game. That would have been hilarious.
Oh, that would have been really funny.
Okay, what's this way of the horde?
And there's vines.
That's very vine. which is good for them. Disappointing for chat.
And there's Coconut Shooter.
Sure.
But may as well, right? May as well. All right, now we're gonna go into Galleon. Oh nope, we're going to Forest instead. We are getting we're getting the Kasplat.
Yep, grab barrels.
I wonder if this is interesting actually, because I wonder if Charles does the DK barn, because he definitely wants to get the Kasplat, but does he go inside the barn? He already has effectively 64 GBs.
Yeah, I mean, 2 GBs is nothing to grab. Then I think that one crate was also a GB, so yeah, he just has to figure out one. And
all right, so remember this Kasplat that we're going to was literally just hinted. Hinted at the very end, so Charles is going to get this. Leave it. I'm curious to see what's in the barn, but he'll probably leave. Okay, he left. That's
interesting.
Where is he going now? Gotta go into Galleon. Likely for
yeah, he
Feather.
has to. Yeah, probably what that is.
I'm pretty sure, unless that goes unhinted, like unless the DK barn barrel has to be for something that's unhinted, and it can't be bongos. I think that's the only way Mumbo can win at this point. Because we know where Feather is. I think this is kind of a safety check.
I mean, you're here, it's almost might as well.
Oh, there's Bongo. Oh, that's Bongo Blast. Yep. So we're just done. It's just over.
Yeah, I think it's all over.
So the DK barn is just nothing.
Oh, he's after that probably for the 64 GB.
Yeah.
Or, you know, tiny blueprint, whichever.
He's trying to not do an extra turn in.
Understandably. I don't think he's gone to top of Prem yet, though, so... Yeah. Doesn't matter. About to say, it's understandable to gamble top of Prem for one of them, but... He's got it. Oh, he's doing Helm first, it looks like.
Yep.
Gonna go back for Feather.
All right, into Helm we go. Let's see if there's anything. Like, we could get 2%ed here by a rank sprint, because that is required now to do the lanky game.
Yep, we'll know within a couple minutes if it's just over.
Welcome to bonus stage.
Okay, so
I saw a maze, and for a fraction of a second, I'm like, oh my god, but it wasn't.
Nah, with the lighting, I figured that was Stealthy Snoop. I'm pretty sure the sprint one's brighter.
Yeah, that's why it was only for a fraction of a second.
Yeah. Okay, last chance for Mumbo here.
Welcome to bonus
Nope.
stage.
Gremlin Kosh.
That is GG.
Yep. Hit the skip. Nice.
I believe that's a 2-frame window to get that skip, so nice job. Are we really gonna call Charles Play super clean when he fell from the top of factory production room? I don't know if that's forgivable.
You know we're bringing it up in the interview, right?
He fell somewhere else as well. I think Castle. Oh no, he got the lanky maze wrong. That's what it was.
Yeah.
That's the unforgivable one.
Yeah, falling off factory, like, everyone does that from time to time, but
Yeah.
Blinky Maze, I don't remember the last time I saw someone get lost in there. It was Mumbo that did exit aisles in minecart. Alright. So what's this last one gonna be?
Welcome to bonus stage.
Alright, Mumbo gets his primate punch. Alright, Big Bug Bash. There's a chance that Charles gets stuck here and can't hit the fly for like 20 minutes.
It's pretty easy to chain them once you get the first one, but sometimes that happens. There it is.
Alright, well, there's another thing we can put on the list of things that Charles wasn't good at this seed. You know, the best part, AJ, is that, like, you said he had a clean seed. But then, just to make sure he didn't, I'm pretty sure he did that just for you. This is going to be a sub 120, a jet for the final one.
Yeah.
All right, we have to get feather, but
Galleon.
it still should be sub 120. But I forgot about this.
I'm sure
part.
some people were hoping that he'd forget to go back for feather.
That would be kind of funny because that actually does lose a decent chunk of time because you're not in his shoe for a good like minute.
Yeah. I don't think it would have been enough, but...
Love the primate punch dive.
Yeah. You can also do that with oranges, I know, but I find that one a little more tricky.
Welcome to bonus stage.
I think you can actually do this specific one as long as you have ponytail twirl instead of vine. So I think both of them could have just done this one earlier. I can't quite remember though.
I never tried either like that, so... Couldn't tell ya. And there's feather.
That is go mode. We are going into K. Rool. I like how Charles' music is literally just like the entire Banjo, Kazooie, and Tooie soundtracks.
I'm not sure, but I think I may have missed something. What? Where was scrape required? Hang on.
Oh, that was for Bongo Blast.
Oh, right. Forgot we were found bongos for a second. Have it written down. I just didn't look at it apparently.
All right, this should put Mumbo in go mode shortly once he gets this. Wait, who made Canary Mary a final boss theme? Who did that?
I know that was a while ago. Everyone wanted that.
Oh my gosh. Just for the people watching this VOD here, we have randomized music available, and you can actually categorize where the music you put in the game, like where they land. So like we have like boss themes, we have like lobby themes, we have shop themes, we have overworld themes, and I guess Canary Mary was put in the final boss theme pool.
I admit, the custom music is the exact reason why I joined the Discord. Worth it.
And you can join that Discord at discord.dk64randomizer.com. Play today.
What I'm interested in. Will Mumbo grab key 8 before Charles gets Tiny Phase?
I always love that little trick that Mumbo did to backflip up to the upper part of that little platform walkway area.
Yeah. Someday I'll learn that movement.
You know, all things considered, Mumbo is going to end up within roughly 10 minutes of Charles. That's actually, considering how far behind he was, that's not too bad of a finish. It really goes to show you like how skilled Mumbo is and like just in the game overall. He's also a top tier player of the game, so makes sense.
Yeah, especially when you factor in that he missed one bunch of Diddy bananas and that put him back to a healthy amount.
And we are done.
And that is time.
That is a fantastic finish by Charles, and that gets him first place in the race room. GG's.
Yep.
All right, we are going to get Charles in here for an interview, and there he is. Morning and welcome.
All right, GG's.
I was waiting for it. I knew it was coming.
Of course,
Is this your fastest time for season 3.5? Let's see.
In an official race, it is, but not by myself.
Okay, yeah. It says according to race time in an official race, your fastest was 121. So yeah, this shatters by like 4 minutes. So nice.
Very nice.
So obviously you finished in first place, and someone in chat actually mentioned. Let me find this here, because you'll love this. Someone says, I don't want to say who it is because like I don't want to give them away. But where is it here? I want to quote this because I want to make sure you know exactly what was said. Super clean. Okay, here it is. Super clean play from Charles all over. What do you think about that comment, Charles?
Yeah. I'm not sure I know the context, but to answer the question, I mean, it was okay.
Yeah. It's falling from the
happy.
top production room was okay, right? Right?
Oh yeah, I remember that.
Hey, Turtle
yeah,
and Lanky Hedgemates too.
pretty sloppy helm as well.
Yeah.
Messed up lanky face like 5 seconds, but I won. I can't be unhappy.
Yeah, and if you can probably, I'm not sure, you probably Mumbo stream up now, but he's currently in K Rool fight. Do you want to guess what went wrong for him? Like what's a very Mumbo
see
thing?
Tiny in the cage?
No, he did. The thing he missed, he went up the Diddy block tower and accidentally missed a bunch. And then he ended up getting 40 and then left.
Yeah, he did that not so long ago. Same with Factory Diddy Metal.
Yeah.
Had like some left.
And the funny part is, like, I had a throwback to, like, I think this was a few weeks ago where there was, I think it was a weekly where there was an unhinted thing on Diddy Metal. In fact, I'm like, oh God, not this again. But then ended up being hinted because this was a baby seed. This is like the babiest baby seed I've seen season 3.5 be, to be honest. We have multiple people already finished as well.
I don't think there was any multipath at all. No.
There was an 8 and Lanky fun, but
yeah. Castle Colored Bananas ended up being it, but that was literally it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm showing, I have our hint tracking up. I have a Path to DK, Path to Key 4, Path to Key 2, Path to Key 5, Path to Key 8 and Lanky, Path to Key 6, Path to Tiny, and Path to 8. Yeah, it was literally the only multipath. That's hilarious. I'm actually really curious to see the finish times for this, because like especially of like the middle and like end of the pack, because I'm curious to see like how like slower people finish with this as well. So, but yeah, not really too much else to say otherwise.
Actually, I'm looking at my list here. I think we have almost the same number if we have the hordes as we do paths.
Wow.
Oh, I remember a Vines minigame. I went in without Vines. That costs some time as well. I mean, you can do it without, I think, but I haven't really practiced it, so
yeah,
I said no to that.
If it's what I remember right, it's a pretty tight movement needed for that.
Yeah, I think
you had twirl as well, so that makes it easier, I think.
Yeah, I think with twirl you'll have like it's like 3 or 4 seconds remaining with that one. Maybe Balam can tell me I'm wrong or something, but I've definitely labbed that one out at some point a couple years ago. Oh,
I'm
okay.
sure.
So King said he failed the vineless minigame once. So I think he clearly actually did it.
Yeah, we all want to know that.
Yeah, Charles, you have to pronounce the city that the soccer emblem is from because I cannot say it. I got absolutely roasted for not saying it.
Give it a try.
Wait, say it again.
Mjällby.
There we go. Thank you.
All right. Yeah, I was about to ask that same thing, but someone in the chat beat me to that.
He's Swedish. Mjällby. That was probably a very American way of pronouncing that. But we're gonna have Mumbo in here, and I'm sure Charles is gonna have a great time talking with Mumbo about this seed because Charles won.
Oh, for sure.
There we go, 124.02. Very cool.
Yeah.
Like I'm sorry, Chad. I'm not playing music. That is my bad. I'll put on this one. All right, GG's.
GG's.
All right.
GG's. Congratulations on your new personal best for season 3.5.
Thank you, Mumbo.
That was, I think, that was the most painfully straightforward 3.5 seed that will ever exist.
It was basically single path, hence.
There was absolutely no meat.
Yup.
Yeah, well, yeah, and the one multipath was immediately solved because it was just your endgame item and its 2 endgame uses.
Someone should ping Obio about this seed. If he's not a fan of multipath, just play this one.
I suspect I was very late to slam.
Yeah, that missing that 5-inch going up tower was brutal to see. Like the moment Charles got slammed from Diddy's Metal, I was like, okay, well that's just done.
Yeah. Yeah, I felt like I had already lost when I exited to level out of the minecart. But I was
like, we were originally planning on roasting you about that, but then
that happened, and I was like, I've already lost. But I was like, okay, it's fine. And then
that's a minecart.
No, yeah, good one, Charles. Get out of here. But I also gotta say, I made a cosmetics pack, kind of like a little diss track for Charles, and it didn't work. So I gotta say, I'm glad it didn't work. I'm glad we got to see DK Isles and Snides. That was a good thing. Yeah, that was rough. That was a rough seed. That was really rough on Slam. Key 5, I was also late to, but that one, I blame myself for that one. I don't blame myself for being late to Slam, but Key 5 I should have gotten way sooner. And then
when I pause exited, I was thinking, oh, maybe it's just in Aztec lobby.
Yeah,
and it's charged. But
me too.
I went back to Galleon anyway.
Yeah, that was the correct choice. I got DK out of the chest, and I was just like, I have so many activities I could be doing right now. It didn't occur to me to go back to Lighthouse.
So I didn't get a good look at your portal. What does it say, Charles?
Yeah, Charles, go to one of your boss portals.
Next question. Next question, please.
All right, I'm going back to the game feed for this one. But to give you a little bit of I'll give something back to you, Mumbo. I just want you to know that not only did Charles fall off of factory production room,
no.
He got lost in the lanky greenhouse maze in Castle.
And I still lost? Oh no. Oh no, he beat everybody by multiple minutes.
I think there was a boss. I can't remember the boss store was here. I think it was by Cranky.
Cranky.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
I am proud to say this seed, I checked no bosses, and I didn't even think about checking bosses. Didn't even think about it. In fact,
They were
I was
foolish anyway,
dedicated.
so.
If there was an item on a boss, I would have lost a lot harder because I would have not checked it out of principle.
It's really a shame that got hinted at early on. I was really wanting to see this up close and personal during the race.
Well, you
honestly,
only would have seen it once on Charles' side. You would have seen it all 7 on mine.
I'm not gonna lie, that portal was the reason we picked you two today.
I'm a little disappointed my cosmetics pack didn't go through because I worked really hard on it. But
oh no,
I guess
don't
we'll
worry.
have to save it for next time.
Yeah, you'll have a revenge race during season 4, and then you can have it on there.
I will have it ready. Don't worry, and I'll have it upgraded too.
All right, sounds like a plan to me. That being said, speaking of season 4, we have a settings name reveal for one of the candidate seeds. So,
is it just the name?
We're just doing the name, and then everyone can speculate.
You're very mysterious.
All right, we have 4 settings, and we have. Looks like the winner was candidate 3. So what is behind door number 3? Guess I can put this back on stream here. How do you spell candidate? Oh god, that probably sounded terrible. Candidate.
Hang on.
Oh no, we're good. I got it. Candidate.
Oh, I was gonna ask Siri.
Settings number 3. We are not going to be revealing the settings here. I am just simply showing you what the name is. And then you can speculate in discord.dk64randomizer.com what these settings could possibly be about. All right. We got it right here. Candidate settings number 3 is Helm Hop. Have fun talking about this one.
Ooh.
What?
And that being said, we are going to go ahead and cut stream right now. Thank you for watching. We'll see you in the Discord channel to talk about this one. Yeah.
Well, it's time to practice treasure hurry.
Okay. Obio is in this race. Okay, Obio finally is happy. All right, we're not going to rate him though because he just finished. Let's just go to Revan because he's not in the race. So thanks for watching, everyone. See you later. Go have fun talking about Helm Hop. All right, GG's, etc.
All right.
I hope you say that because of me. Anyway, I'm cutting stream. Bye.